What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan, and in this video I'm doing a little bit of a walkthrough of our most recent trip out to California. We had some really cool opportunities and a lot I haven't even posted on social media yet. So I wanted to catch you guys up to speed and tell you exactly what we did last month when we flew out to California. So I'm going to consult my phone here because I have a ton of pictures and videos from this trip because like I said, we had some really cool opportunities that unfolded throughout the entire time. So you guys make sure you stay to the end so you get the entire story. I'm going to include some videos and some pictures from the trip so you guys can see exactly what we saw when we were out on the West Coast. Now, one thing I want to talk about right before I really get into the trip, guys, this would not be possible without all of your support that you've given us over the past 3 years. It's been absolutely insane, dude. I can't thank you guys enough for how much you've changed my life. The past few months, from New Year's until, the past couple weeks or so, I feel like I've featured a lot of negative content on the channel where I've talked about the downsides of content creation, at least in our shoes, how it is for us right now. You know, the volatility the volatility of it and the uncertainty that comes with content creation, at least for us in our shoes, because right now it's like I said in previous videos, we don't take paychecks from YouTube or anything like this, but it does fund our travels for the most part. So we are very fortunate to be in the situation that we are. I don't know. I feel like I want to have this channel as sort of a window into my personal life as well. I'm not gonna feature every single little facet of my life, right? But at the same time, I want to show the positives and the negatives because I feel like social media has really become a highlight reel. You just show when you're super happy, when you're having a super good time, but that's not the reality of life. I feel like that paints a really bad picture because there are a lot of creators out there that struggle with mental health issues or just day-to-day issues that you may not know about and you can relate with them. So I don't know. I feel like this is going to be kind of that for me. It's also another outlet for me, creatively. So I don't know, all good. But I just wanted to talk about that really quick. Um, I hope you guys don't get the wrong image of me when I talk about the downsides of content creation because it's like, oh, boo hoo, you have to sleep on a floor when you spent the last 2 weeks traveling across the country, right? But I don't know. It's like I feel like there's a notion out there that all you have to do to be successful on YouTube is post videos and you're staying in five-star resorts and you're getting 12 hours of sleep a night because all you have to do is show up to a location and film for a couple hours. I hope that that's the message that you're getting, not that I'm ungrateful because like I said, um without YouTube, without your guys' support and everything you've given us over the past few years, none of this would be possible. Never in my life did I ever think I'd be able to visit California not only once but multiple times. It's freaking unreal. I never would have gotten robbed if we didn't go to California the first time, but that's for another story. It's funny, but let's get into the trip. And I'm done flapping my gums about that. March 24th, we flew out of Boston Logan International Airport. We landed in LA, and immediately 11:22 is when I have this picture from. We went to In-N-Out in Monterey Park because we've heard people rant and rave about how good In-N-Out is, and we wanted to try it. Over the next few days, or the next 3 or 4 days, we were in LA. We went to In-N-Out, I think, every night. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. In-N-Out is wonderful. It was so good, dude. I want it again very soon. I hope we can make it a trip out to somewhere that has In-N-Out expeditiously because it's freaking wonderful. Now, March 25th, we drove from our hotel in Rosemont to Los Angeles. We went into downtown LA, Studio City, LA, because we had to do a fitting. Now, I'm not sure if I can really disclose all of the details of what we were involved in because it's not really a completed project yet, but we had to go for a studio fitting. Dude, it was insane. Like they had clothes that we had to try on. They took pictures of us in different outfits to ensure that the color schemes matched and we looked good in whatever clothes they had. Dude, it's something I've never done before. It was super awesome to see how the whole process worked. But that's what we did on the 25th. The whole fitting maybe took a half hour. So the rest of the day was honestly kind of like a touristy day. It was super awesome. We went downtown into Little Tokyo, and it says here at 12:48 we got into Little Tokyo, and we went to one of our all-time favorite restaurants that we've found so far in LA, a ramen restaurant. Dude, I'm a sucker for ramen. It's so good. I love noodles. I love pasta. The fact that you can have soup, noodles, chicken, all your protein, everything together, it's like heaven to me. I don't know, man. So yeah, I'm gonna put the video right here. This is what the ramen looked like, dude. It was so freaking good. A lot of people don't like how it looks. I posted it on Instagram and I posted it on Facebook, and I got a lot of weird comments saying that It doesn't look appetizing, but guys, if you've never tried ramen, if you've never tried something that looks like that, give it a shot. It's so freaking good, it'll blow your mind. And then after we had lunch, we decided that we would go down towards the historic district of LA. Now, we were trying to find the Cecil Hotel. So we stayed, we left our car in Little Tokyo. We did a little bit of a walk. I think it was only like a mile or two. We went to the Cecil Hotel. So guys, if you know the story of Eliza Lamb, if you guys are into true crime, you probably have heard of the Cecil Hotel. It's a super historic hotel in downtown LA. It was surreal seeing it in person. It's one of those locations like you've heard all the stories, you've seen it on TV, you've seen it on the news, you've seen it in magazines and YouTube channels. So to walk up to the hotel and actually see it in person was super cool. I don't think you can stay there anymore. I'm not exactly sure what they use it for right now. I think it was used as a rehab facility when we were there. I'm not entirely sure about that though. But dude, it was so cool to see the Cecil Hotel in person. It's just like one of those surreal experiences. Like again, I never would have ever thought that I'd see the Cecil Hotel in person. So that was super cool. Walking through the historic district, we passed a ton of street markets and like vendors and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. They had a lot of really good stuff. This food smelled absolutely amazing. They also had like birds and animals you could buy too, so that was kind of interesting. But next, we decided that we would go to the Queen Mary, the ship, the RMS Queen Mary. That's another location. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen the Sam and Colby video from that spot. I believe Twin Paranormal have been there as well. It's one of those spots that you hear about. You see it on Twitter, you see it on Instagram, you see it on YouTube. It's another one of those spots that is super surreal to see in person. Like, this is where everybody goes. This is supposed to be one of the most haunted ships in the entire world. Apparently, it was sinking a little while ago, like a year or two ago. They thought they were going to lose the ship, but they've done a lot of efforts to restore the ship, and it is currently open for tours as of the posting of this video. So if you guys are in the Long Beach area, definitely go check out the Queen Mary because this place is so freaking cool, dude. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got from there, though. Naturally, we had to go visit B340. The room, I guess, is super expensive now. I think it rents out for like 400 or 500 bucks a night, but we did go and at least see the room itself, the stateroom there, and kind of just enjoyed the scenery of Long Beach. We ended up getting dinner on the boat as well, and we wanted to go to a hockey game that was going on in LA, but with the traffic out there, guys, I can't express how insane the traffic is. Like, if I want to go 10 miles or 15 miles here at home, that's going to take me 10 to 15 minutes, right? In LA, it's so hard. I don't understand how people live out there. Like, trying to factor in a 20-mile drive, that's going to take you an hour and a half. It's insane. I've never seen traffic like that in my life. So then March 26th, we went back to Sun Valley. Our touristy day ended with, spending some time on the Queen Mary ship. We ate food, and then we wanted to go to the game, but we ended up running out of time. We were already tired anyway, so we decided that we would just go back, get some in and out, of course, and then we wanted to go to sleep because we had to be up kind of early the next day after being jet lagged, trying to adjust to the new West Coast time. But the next day, we went back to Sun Valley or Studio City, LA, and we did something super cool, guys. I'm going to put a couple pictures up here. Again, I'm not exactly sure how much I can show here on the video because the project has not been released. It's not like officially done. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Maybe, you guys will see in a couple weeks, couple months. I'm not entirely sure whenever it's out. But that was a long day. We stayed on set for I think it was about 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours. It was a good amount of time. And after the director of what we were shooting actually recommended that we go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, he wanted us to go down there because there's actually a bar where the Black Dahlia, another huge true crime case, the bar where she was last seen is actually on Hollywood Boulevard. So we're like, that dude, that'd be super cool. Let's go down back into, the main drag of LA, and we sat in the bar for a little bit, just kind of looked around, looked at all the plaques on the wall and stuff. It was super cool. Seeing the Hollywood sign in person is so weird. It's another one of those things that you'd never think you'd ever see in real life. But to actually have a picture like this where it's just down the road, it's the Hollywood sign. You've seen it in movies, you've seen it on TV shows, you've probably seen it on YouTube or Instagram as well or other social medias. But seeing it in real person is so much different, guys. If you guys get the opportunity, definitely travel as much as you can. March 27th, we started the day with poke bowls. Now, this was another free day that we had. We just extended our trip an extra day just in case we needed to do some more filming out that way. We wanted to try to get a ghost hunting video out of it as well, but Unfortunately, we weren't able to arrange anything while we were out there. March 27th, we started out with some poke bowls at 3 in the afternoon. Guys, I was super tired. I think Steve woke up at like 10 a.m. or something crazy West Coast time, but I slept super late. I think I slept until like noon or 1. So I'll take the hit on that one. We could have had another big tourist day, but we started the day getting some poke bowls. And one of our friends out in LA, Lizzie, asked if we wanted to go to an influencery party. We're like, we don't really know what that means. We've never gone to something like this. What do you mean an influencery party? And she said, here, if you send in an RSVP, they'll tell you if you can come, basically. We're like, okay, sure, let's see what happens. Turns out it was a party sponsored by Pluto TV, and it was run by a organization called Mashup LA. They had kind of like a red carpet set up in the front where they take your picture. I'll throw up a couple right here. But that was super cool, guys, because I mean, I've had my picture taken before, like at Sam McColby's premiere, they had a red carpet set up as well, but it's weird, you know? Like having just like a whole camera crew set up, they ask what your name is, they write your name down on the board so they get it right, they know how to spell it or whatever. It was super cool. I don't know, the whole experience was just like really weird. Gives you that movie star vibe, you know? I'm not a movie star, you know, my head's not getting that big, but it was just super cool. I don't know. I'm weird. But at this like influencery type party, they had a ton of tables. They had stuff from Coca-Cola. They had stuff from Pluto TV. They had a claw machine where you could win like watches and massages and poopery and stuff like that. And they had a ton of local businesses out there as well. They had bakeries. They had like rum distilleries and gin distilleries and all that sort of stuff. It was super cool, guys. I had my aura read. I'm not really sure entirely what that means. They gave me a ton of shows to watch on Pluto TV that kind of lines up with the colors of my aura, though. I'm gonna put the picture right here, guys. Is this a good aura? Drop a comment for me. I don't know. Do you mess with my aura? Is that a positive aura? I don't know. I think they said it was positive, but let me know if it's not. Or don't, I guess. But it was super cool to hang out with Lizzie and some of her friends out there. I had the chance to, I didn't really talk to them, but I had the chance to see in person some of the creators that I grew up watching and made some new friends out there as well. So that was super cool. Having the opportunity to kind of just like bump elbows with people out in LA, these people that I've watched growing up and people, you know, friends that we've made out there as well. It was just super surreal. The entire trip felt like a fever dream. It was only 3 or 4 days, I think, but the entire experience was super awesome, dude. From being on a film set on that stage for the first time ever, seeing the Hollywood sign, seeing the Frolic Room, seeing the Cecil Hotel, seeing the Queen Mary, all of these insane notable locations out on the West Coast, going to this big influencer type party, seeing all these brands show up to, you know, support this event. It's so weird, dude. It's a whole new world for me, and it's definitely one of the positive aspects of social media. You know, how many doors have been opened because of social media for us? I can't put into words. So again, thank you guys for all the support you've shown us over the past 3 years on YouTube because none of this would be possible without you guys. Um, Never in my life did I ever think I would be a YouTuber flying out to LA to do these sort of things, but hopefully this is the first of many trips out there to do this sort of thing because it was a super cool experience and I had a great time. Now, the influencer event didn't go that late. I think it was only 7 to 10. It was just more of like a introduce yourself sort of thing, meet a couple brands, make some connections, and that's it. So that night, around midnight, we decided to go to In-N-Out as per usual. One of our homies in the Discord, one of our longtime supporters, Janelle, recommended that we get the fries animal style, which basically they put the sauce that is on the burger on the fries. It's amazing, dude. If you guys go to In-N-Out and you like cheese fries, definitely try the In-N-Out fries animal style. Dude, it's insane. Like In-N-Out, I don't know how to describe it. It's so cheap relatively. I think the meal for both Steve and I was $24. It was like 12 bucks each. Like I feel like that's pretty affordable when comparing other restaurants that you can eat out at. But yeah, big fan of In-N-Out. Definitely get the fries animal style if you guys go there, or just try it. I don't know. I really like In-N-Out. I'm a huge fan. I want to get it again soon. But the next day, we ended up flying home. March 28th, we flew out of LAX. We were flying back to Boston. Guys, we landed at like 10. We landed, I think it was a half hour, an hour earlier than we were supposed to. I was super excited because I had to go to drill that weekend. And we ended up waiting for our shuttle back to where we parked for about an hour. Then I had to drive 2.5 hours or 2 hours across Massachusetts from Boston to Western Mass near Springfield, and I got to where I stay for drill at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to wake up. I think my first alarm was set for 5:45 to wake up for my drill weekend. So that was a really bad travel day. But dude, it was all worth it. It was super cool. Like I said, I never would have envisioned this would be my life. Um, I guess I'm trying to learn as we go along here how to enjoy the journey because, like I said, I stress a lot about the day-to-day things. As I've said in previous videos, worrying about finances is a big thing for me. Growing up, I've been in a family that we struggle. It's paycheck to paycheck sort of thing. But having these opportunities, meeting all of these great people, making all these friends from all over the U.S., all over the world is insane. YouTube and social media in general has afforded me so many incredible opportunities like this California trip that again I never would have imagined that I'd be able to experience in my lifetime. Um, so I guess that kind of loops into the dichotomy, right? There's good sides and bad sides to everything. And I hope me recapping this highlights definitely one of the positives of doing social media. I talk to all my friends all the time about social media and the possibilities that it has because you never know what's going to take off. So if you guys are trying to get into content creation, I always tell people, why not? Try it. You never know. Maybe you make a video that really resonates with somebody. Maybe you make a TikTok that goes viral and it changes the rest of your life. Maybe you post a reel that takes off. You never know what's going to happen. In 2020, when I went to basic training, I thought I was going to do a full career in the military, either active duty or in the reserves, and then go into a homeland security job, probably law enforcement or maybe one of the three-letter agencies. I'm not entirely sure, but this is definitely not what I envisioned for my life. Appearing on Destination Fear in 2020 and then again in 2021, I believe, working with Sam and Colby from 2021 to 2022, and then recently reconnecting with them has been incredible. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of reminiscing right now because, like I said, it's such a weird life, guys. One small decision, like appearing on a TV, well, small decision, right? Appearing on a TV show, being interviewed for a TV show, and then that TV show is seen by a creator that wants to film at a location that you guys manage, and then people like you in that video, so they have you in a video again and again and again. You never know. It's such a snowball effect. Life is so weird. I don't know. That's what it comes down to. Life is so weird. So if there's something you want to do in your life, if you want to get a new job, if you want to start social media content creation, why not, dude? Go for it. You want to go back to school, whatever it is, you know? Um, I'll get off my soapbox now, but it's so strange to me, dude. All right, I think I've done enough yapping. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. Guys, do me a huge favor. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you guys want to see more recap videos like this, where I kind of put in pictures and just talk about experiences that I've had, drop a like while you're down there. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for listening to me yap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow all my other social medias down below as well. I stream on Twitch. I post regularly on Instagram, X, and TikTok as well. But I think that's pretty much it. Subscribe to Haunted Nights, the main channel as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.